I went from 150 pounds to 210 pounds of lean muscle mass. And in this video, I'm gonna show you guys exactly what skinny dudes miss when they're trying to build muscle in the gym. So if you're tired of spinning your wheels, if you're tired of doing things that do not work, get a pen, get a piece of paper, start taking some notes, stay to the very end of this video because I'm gonna show you exactly what worked, exactly what worked for me, and how you can finally start getting the body that you've been chasing. So in the beginning, when I was 150 pounds doing everything wrong, I would be in the gym 6 days a week, eating everything in sight, and I just couldn't get bigger. I couldn't put on muscle, I couldn't put on size. Like I said, I was in there 6 days a week religiously, and I just couldn't put it together. I got so frustrated. I wanted to quit so many times, and then I finally discovered these 3 things that I'm going to share with you very, very shortly, and these 3 things helped me to go from 150 pounds to 210 pounds of pure lean muscle mass in a very short amount of time. Yes, 100% naturally. I'm going to show you guys exactly what these 3 things are, and if you stick around to the very, very end, I have a free surprise that I'm going to give you as well. Let's jump right into it. So, secret number 1 is you are probably training wrong. Look, right here, sweating does not equal progress. Most people just work out, they don't actually train. Look, training is not doing a bunch of random machines with random sets, random workouts. That's not training. Like, you're not actually going to make progress doing that. You need to have a very dialed in system, a very trackable system, and you need to actually be training the correct way. So the correct way to train is going to be what's called progressive overload. Progressive overload, this is just adding, increasing, and raising reps and sets and exercises as you're progressing through the gym. So like I said, sweating is not progressing, but lifting more, being stronger over time, that's actually progress. So for example, let's say you're benching 135 pounds and you do that for 8 reps. You want to bench 135 pounds until you hit 12 reps and then surpass 12 reps, and then you want to increase the weight to something that you can do at 8 reps again. So maybe that's 145, 150 pounds, and then this is the entire process. It's this rinse and repeat cycle. Progressive overload, you're just doing this your entire lifting journey. It's really the entire philosophy, the entire framework of training. So once you do progressive overload, once you start tracking everything in a notebook, in a workout tracker, you're going to stop working out and you're actually going to finally start training. All right, the next secret that you guys need to know is that you're probably not eating enough. Look, when I was getting started, when I was super skinny, I thought I was eating enough, and then I actually ran the numbers for about a week to 2 weeks, and I was literally chronically under eating. I was eating less than what my maintenance calories were supposed to be. That's how bad it was. So most people are chronically under eating, and that is the reason they're not putting on size. So look, you need to eat more than you burn. This is a bulk, a caloric surplus, very, very simple. And you can always increase your caloric surplus. You can do a lean bulk, which is 200 to 300 calories more than your maintenance, or you can do a crazy massive bulk, which is 1,000 calories or 1,500 calories above your maintenance. When you do a massive bulk like that, you can expect to put on a little bit of body fat, but we're not going to worry about that right now because our goal is strictly to just put on size. And look, if you're not gaining, you just simply aren't eating enough. If you're eating enough and your training is poor, like, you're still going to be able to put on size, not as much size and not as much as you would like, but you're still going to be able to put on size. So if you are really struggling to get weight on the scale, if you are struggling to get bigger, look more full, I promise you, you are just not eating enough. And then another, like a cheat code for this is going to be liquid calories. So protein shakes, stuff like peanut butter, that kind of stuff. Olive oil is a good one. You might not really expect it, but when our goal is to just get calories in, adding some extra olive oil can really do the trick. So you guys, please just prioritize, make sure you're eating enough, make sure you're honestly incorporating some liquid calories, some protein shakes, stuff like that. Going to be super beneficial, going to be an easy way for you to get calories in. And once you finally start eating the amount you're supposed to, you will finally start being able to put on size and put on muscle. What's up, guys? Wanted to take a quick pause in the video here. 1, thank you for making it this far, and 2, I also have something for you. So like I said, when I was starting out, very skinny, very small, and the main thing I struggled with was knowing what to eat and how much to eat. Like I told you, I was chronically under eating. So what I want to give you guys, if you text me at 410-936-5402, text this number right here, it's also going to be on your screen. Text me the word muscle, just the word muscle. Just shoot me a text, and I am going to build you a fully customized meal plan specifically designed for bulking and putting on muscle. So again, text me muscle, 410-936-5402. Text me directly there. I will personally reach out to you, and I will get that meal plan sent over to you right away. All right, so for the final secret, it's going to be your recovery. Look, this is one of the most important things. You really need to prioritize your recovery, because that's when your muscles actually grow. Yes, they're stimulated in the gym, but they're actually going to grow when you're not lifting, when you're sleeping, taking rest days, things like that. So I want you guys to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep every single night. You might be thinking, man, that's a lot. I have things to do. I'm busy. Trust me, you guys will be so much more productive when you get 7 to 9 hours of sleep every single night versus the guy who gets 4 to 5, who says like, oh, I'm sleeping less, I'm gonna outwork you. He's just not gonna be as productive as you. I can almost guarantee that. So if you're sleeping 7 to 9 hours, you're gonna be sharper, you're gonna be better, you're gonna be more alert, and you're gonna absolutely smoke anyone who is only sleeping 4 to 5 hours per day. And then you're also gonna build more muscle, you're gonna get more size. Your muscles are actually gonna have the time to recover. And then lastly, your rest days. Look, me personally, I work out 6 to 7 days a week, so I don't want this to seem like it's counterintuitive, but I do take my recovery very, very seriously. But when I was starting out, I really wish I did 2 to 3 rest days every single week. It is just up until recently I've been able to work out 6 to 7 days a week. One, because I just thoroughly enjoy and love the gym, but two, it's also a mental exercise for me. But as you guys are starting out, as you're just getting into this, take 2 to 3 rest days each and every week. You don't need to kill yourself right off the bat. So when you really prioritize your sleep and you really get your rest days intact, you're gonna build so much more muscle than you can even imagine, because you're actually giving your body the time it needs to grow. All right, guys, thank you for making it to the end of this video. I hope you got a lot of value. I hope you got something that you can take into your next training day, or even that you can apply right now in terms of your recovery. So just a little recap. Remember, progressive overload, track your food, eat a lot more than you think you need to, but really make sure you're tracking it, and then your recovery is going to be key. If I can gain 60 pounds of pure muscle and go from 150 pounds to 210 pounds using these exact steps, I know you can too. It's gonna take dedication, it's gonna be hard, but I believe in every single one of you, and I believe you can actually make it happen. Since you guys are the ones who have made it to the end, you guys are the ones that I really, really like working with, because you're committed, you can actually finish something. So you're gonna see a couple of things. So down below in the description, you're gonna see a link to my website. You can put your information in there, and then I will personally reach out to you to actually get a game plan going, to actually see what we can do. So go to my website, put your information in there, and I will personally reach out to you. You'll also see a link to my Instagram, and what you can do here is I post content on here every single day, motivational, fitness tips, all of that kind of stuff. So if you go follow my Instagram, you'll be able to get fresh new content to help you out every single day. So if you want to reach out directly to me, go to my website, put your information in, I'll reach out. But if you just want some more content, some more daily tips, go down to my Instagram, shoot me a follow, and you guys will learn an absolute ton. But again, thank you for making it to the end of the video. I look forward to speaking with each and every single one of you. And just so you know, I'm rooting for you. I know you can make this happen. And just let me know if you need anything. I'll see you in the next one.